Yo, we are back on 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. Most importantly, because the anniversary is on its way, and I have an idea. I want to create my idea for this anniversary. So, we're actually going to switch the scenes. As we switch scenes, you can see, shout out to Amazing Man when it's working. We have leaked information that the anniversary is going to be this Nemesis or Assault mode MELIODAS, but what could his kit be like? Obviously, shout out to 7 Deadly Sins Hub as well. That sounds very weird. But we have all the information here. But this new MELIODAS has to be strong. One, because he's the first All 7th anniversary. And two, because the metas out right now are extremely strong. We have Subaru, he's insane. And we have Merlin and Escanor. Obviously, the latest unit right now is, I go back to the beginning, is Subaru and Beatrice. And they are insane. But I'm thinking, how can we design a kit for MELIODAS which is not only fun, but also can stand against the meta? And that's what I'm just looking today. It's a bit of a rambling type of session, but I just want to talk about how we can work it in. I'm also going to open another tab because we're going to look at a lot of characters today to help me explain my point. So you can see here, Subaru, cool characters, LR, pretty much very fun. It's not a word, but you can see here, so he increases base stats by 7% and max HP is 7% for every applicable ally. I think every festival unit should have this. Technically, I mean, every unit has this right now. The team, therefore, they buff their basic stats and or something else. It also taunts people, gets more HP, reduces damage. So overall, he's just tanking for the team. He also revives for the same amount of HP before dying. So he can revive anybody on the team, and then they can't die for a while. It's pretty sick. And he also does final damage. His skills are also insane. 3 times crit chance, 3 times crit damage, absolute expel. Again, so basically he's just helping the team stay alive. It's pretty much fun. And in the same way, we go to Escanor and Merlin, they do the same thing. Alright, so we have the increase all stats, perfectly fine. At the beginning of battle, he applies infinite space, so again, they get shield to help them survive. And then they get damage suppression. He does an insane amount of damage. That is amazing. Also, he has 50% damage cap. Again, insane damage on his skills and all of that as well. But do I want that again? No. I don't want MELIODAS to be the exact same trend where they make the team super strong until nobody can die, and then the whole games run out. They either become long, super drawn out games, or they end in one turn. I actually want him to be quite different. Obviously, I want him to buff allies, specifically demon allies. I actually don't want him to buff the 7 Deadly Sins because that will make these characters insane. And then we'd have the MELIODAS, Merlin and Escanor in the end. That team would be stupid. I don't want it to happen. I actually want him to just buff demons only. It's been a while since we've had like a proper demon team. I want him to come back, so that'll be pretty cool. Like him, Demon King, actual Demon King, and then I don't know who else could be the third. I can't think off the top of my head, but you can think of a good character after that. I actually want him to be a lot like this character. If you don't know, they have Purgatory MELIODAS. Obviously, I want this character itself to get LR. He's pretty sick, but the way he played was really fun. It was kind of some point annoying, but I actually liked it. It's an extremely unique idea. So you can see here, he applies 3 Shackles of Purgatory at start of battle. If you take damage or use a skill, you take off one of the stacks, and once you take off those 3 stacks, you increase the damage there by 40%. So basically, the whole gimmick of the thing is that you have 3 stacks, and either by using attacks or being attacked, you took over the stacks, and once you did, you got a super damage boost, and that's when you did your main DPS hits or whatever. I think that is extremely cool. As much as I remember that time, it was sometimes annoying because it'd be like, whoever gets the blue mark first is the first one to win. But I think it's really cool, and a bit shy away from this massive revive everybody meta where Escanor is having damage cap and revive everyone. I think it'd be really cool if he played a lot like this, where you have to be wary about attacking him or him attacking you, and he gets a bunch of buffs. I also want him to be like this. Think about it. All these characters have damage caps and they have revive abilities. But what if you take off 3 of his stacks, you can then expel that ability from one character. That'd be pretty cool, right? So if he has 3 stacks in him, and whatever way they want to decide, if you get rid of those 3 stacks, he now gets his buff. That could buff his attack stats, buff his defensive stats, just make him overall way more stronger. But at the same time, give him a special effect where if he attacks you, if he kills you, regardless of if you have a damage cap or if you have a revive, you die. But it only lasts when you have this buff on you. I think that'd be a really cool way to make the game a bit more interactive. One, because you have to work around the stack. Because if they attack you, they can push you into the stack phase before you even have the ability to kill them and remove their damage cap or remove their revive. And at the same time, you can now work around all these characters that have revives. Every character now has a revive or a shield or a damage cap in this meta right now. So it'd be really cool if this Meliodas could bring that back and work as a person like who just like nullifies the entire meta. At the same time, he shouldn't be overpowered to where the other characters can't exist. Because again, the damage cap and the revives are not the entire points that make like Subaru, I don't know why he's there, that make Subaru or Eskimo strong. That's strong because they do damage themselves and the entire other parts of their team. But the fact that this new Meliodas could have the ability to get rid of damage cap, get rid of revives. One, it play into his like darkness persona and how he's like a demon king. It will also be a way to level out the playing field where those other teams can still get played, but Meliodas has some sort of upper hand. Obviously, looking at what Amazing did here, it'd be kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool if you're going to be a duel, kind of like Tristan, alright? But I think that's the main thing. I really want to get on here and just talk about how I really want this Meliodas to not just be a continuation of this meta where a new character comes out, every other team is terrible, and you can only run one team. I really hate that aspect of Grand Cross because it kind of becomes stale. Yeah, it's cool, we're getting a live stream, the character's hype, he's really strong, and then unless you're, I don't know, some goat who has all maxed out characters, you only can use really that one team, and the entirety of PvP is just you playing mirror matches the entirety of the 6 months until the next festival. I think that's really boring, and that's one where Netmarble will have really slacked off, obviously because they have other things to worry about here about Origin. But if they can get back into the mode where they have multiple metas, multiple teams that are actually viable. I remember back in the day where people were like, they were like, oh, I run the King team, I run the Petrify team, or I run Demons, or I run Goddesses. People were actually genuinely like invested in their team comps because actually it meant something. It was kind of like a group collective. It kind of felt like fun to like, oh no, I play this team, I can be your team. It's a very fun idea back then. Now we don't have that because every time a new festival comes out, he's the strongest unit in the game, and then every team just revolves around him. You're going to play mirror matches the entire time. So that's what I want this new Eskimo to be. I kind of want it to be like this Purgatory Meliodas, where he has some sort of gameplay loop, which is in the same as just special talent, and then use your 2 cards and everything dies. That's what Meliodas Eskimo is. At least with Subaru, he's actually kind of cool. You have to wait one turn. Well, it's not here. At least with Subaru, you have to wait one turn, then you get your like damage boost and everything. But that isn't really as interactive as you think. It literally is just you waiting a turn, then you get your buff, and then you can kill everything. But if they have it like this Meliodas, where he has the stacks, and not only can you affect the stacks, the opponent can affect your stacks, that'd be really sick. I really feel like I look badly on it in a time, but this true Magic Meliodas was a really sick concept of a character. Really, really fun. So if they can just turn this, firstly, add the buffing 7% to all demon allies, that's fine. They can add other allies if they want to. I don't really want to, but they can do that if they want. Add a stacking mechanic, add some more buffs to it, because right now he only gets a 40% attack boost to it when he does his when he gets the stack. But obviously that can't run in today's methods. It just won't happen. So we need something like boost crit rate, boost pierce, or just boost all attack stats by like 30%. And then I don't know, increases his HP stats by like 30% as well. Something crazy where he just becomes like, once he gets his stack, he's extremely He's a big threat. He's a very big threat when he gets that stack off. But at the same time, he can still be affected by all the other attacks that everyone else is. He will still be a strong character, but he won't be overbearing. But he'll be able to level the playing field out. That's why I want for this anniversary character. And really, I'm hyped. I'm way more hyped for this anniversary than all the other ones. Obviously, MELIODAS was very hyped because it's a very impactful moment in anime. But I'm extremely excited for this one. One, because MELIODAS, and two, because I hope it can serve as a turning point where now we've got past Origin coming out. They have their own dev team. Now we can focus on making Grand Cross a great game again, because the game has a lot of potential. Extremely free to play friendly. It's just overall a fun game. I want to see more game modes, more units coming out at the same time, so it's not just one meta, multiple metas come out at the same time. But I think we can now actually make Grand Cross really good if this unit is extremely fun to play. Not just strong, but fun to play. But yeah, that's just my concept for the MELIODAS that's coming out. But let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea, if this unit is even a good concept to base the MELIODAS off, or if you want something else. But that's just my thoughts. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. God bless. Bye.